Hey, hey. What up, though, man? It's your boy Mixed by Mal. Back again with another tutorial, and today I'm about to show you cats how to get your vocals to sit right in a 2-track beat. 2-track. Make sure you pull out the sponge and go soak up some of this game. Also, just make sure, man, that you really pay attention because this tutorial is going to be really helpful for you, especially getting your vocals to sound right, man. And you can do this inside of Ableton, Pro Tools, Logic, whatever you want to use, but today we're going to be using Logic because that's my go-to dog. Logic gang, you know that. Let me stop, man, because I don't want to create no Logic gang. Actually, you know, they'd be contacting. You got gang members all over the place. Make sure you can subscribe. Also, hit that bell notification to let you know when I'm dropping new content. Right here to the left of me, it's a little, I looked at my screen. I was supposed to do that. Man, also, make sure you leave comments down below. If there's anything you want to learn, I'll definitely tackle it. I'll put it up. You guys will have it. You already know what we got to do, man. Before we even start this tutorial, I want to roll that intro first. All right, so let's get it cracking. Now, first thing I'm gonna do is let's remove these plugins. I'm gonna keep the ones right here because I want to kind of breeze through this. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play it back from the second verse, let you guys get a feel of the second verse, and then we'll get into the mixing. So let's play it back. But I gotta wake up now. I got a plan, but niggas dream killing. And I've been living on the edge like a fiend feeling. And my addiction to this music got me thinking endless. And fuck what people think about me, create my own ending. Blood pressure getting high because the stress winning. And every day a nigga. All right, I'm gonna stop it right there because we can barely hit a verse because the beat is so loud. You know what I mean? We pretty much tend to, you know, you may buy tracks that's, you know, when you buy the tracks that kind of look like this, that's because the producer has already mastered it and got it ready for commercial use. So, you know, people like you, when you buy it, you know, you get a feel for it and you can hear the bass and everything and it's banging. But what we want to do, the first thing we want to do is let's gain stage this track. So click on the track and then just head over here to region. And then what we're going to do is in region where you see gain at, we're just going to turn the track down. Now, where I want to get the track level to, I want to get the track level to about -12. We'll get to the ozone thing in a minute, but let's get the track to -12 is where I like to have my beat sit when I'm getting ready to rap to, around -12, 13 or whatever. So let's play the track back. Let's mute the verse. But I gotta wake up now. So let's bring it down just a little more. I'll go about 3.2 just to see. And that's perfectly fine for me right there. Like I said, I like it around -12, -13, somewhere in that range, so that I can get the vocals to sit right with it. You know, let the vocals, you know, the vocals gonna compete with the track. So let's close this out. We don't need that right now. Now with the ozone, what you want to do is you just want to use this as a peak monitoring system. So basically, all you're gonna do is just leave the IRC at 1, turn your true peak on, turn the ceiling down to -0.1. and just leave the character where it is and nothing else. But we're going to be mixing in mono too, so remember, we're going to be using this button to balance out our vocals with the track to get everything to sound even, or get the vocals to sit over the beat just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, in the end, we want to master it and make it sound real good. So let's close that out. That's what we're using ozone for. So remember, open up a leveler, and then next thing we want to do is let's add an EQ to the beat. So I'm going to use the EQ from Logic. Stock EQ. We're gonna use waves and stock plugins today. You know what I'm saying? Let's mix it up. So let's click on the high pass filter and just take this to 24. Now remember, listen to your track to see if it's too much bass in your track or if it's not enough bass in your track. So we're gonna listen and see if there's any bass in the track. And I think that's cool. But if you got too much bass in your track, just take the this little gold or yellow band, whatever this is right here, and just take it about to, like right here is cool. Just bring it down to about probably like -1 or -2. Just look at your meters and see, you know, how much bass you want. You know, it's all up to you. You know how much bass you want in your track, but a lot of bass make the car rumble, and, like, you know, people like to roll the bass nowadays. So I wouldn't even say nowadays. It's always been like that. So let's close this out. And then what I like to do is I like to use a plugin by Waves called Center. So go to Waves, click on Center. Boom. Now, all we want to do with this is we just want to take the low, bring it all the way down to about right here. Around this level, play it back. But I gotta wake up now. All right, cool. So let's move on to the verse. And the first thing we want to do with the verse is let's add a gate plugin to it. You know what, man? This is for my catch, man, that, you know, man, I might just give y'all this preset, you know what I'm saying? So let's add a, man, you know I like to add my favorite plugin. But today, let's do it a little different. Let's add a noise gate, a stock noise gate plugin that's in Logic. And the only thing you want to do with this is we're just going to use a threshold. I don't use nothing else but the gate and the threshold on this. So let's play it. Let's actually solo that verse.
I got a plan, but niggas dream killing. And I've been living on the edge like a fiend feeling. And my addiction to this music got me thinking endless. And fuck what people think about me, create my own ending. Blood pressure getting high because the stress winning.
And the good thing about these gate plugins, they always tend to eliminate some of the noise in the room. It helps a whole lot with that. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, you can use this gate plugin, or you can use the ones through Waves, you know, the SSL channel or whatever. But we've been using that. So let's use the gate from Logic today. And then the next plugin we're going to use is, let's use the EQ from Logic. And then let's kind of, you know, clean. Basically what we're doing right now is we're cleaning the vocal to get the vocal to sit right in the mix. So let's go ahead and roll off a little bit of the low end. Let's take this to 48. I like to take this to 100. You know, depending on your vocal, sometimes, you know, some people vocal I see sitting over here in 200. So you might want to clean up a little bit over in that area before 200. But I like to take mine to 100. And then let's just take this band. Actually, let's just take this band to 200. One of the problematic areas. Let's just take this to about 98. Let's play it back and pull it down.
Playing, but niggas dream killing. And I've been living on the edge like a fiend feeling. And my addiction to this music got me thinking endless. And fuck what people think about me, create my own ending. Blood pressure getting high because the stress winning.
All right, cool. Now let's take this band right here to about 350, 360. I have a tutorial on how to use the EQ, and I'm gonna place it up in, you know, place it up there somewhere you guys will see it. But it'll teach you how to EQ like a pro, and this will really help you guys. Like I kind of know where I want to take out some of the frequencies in my voice, so around 350, and then right here we're gonna also take this up to about 120.
Playing, but niggas dream killing. And I've been living on the edge like a fiend feeling. And my addiction to this music got me thinking endless. And fuck what people think about me, create my own ending.
All right, cool. And then this one I'm gonna take to about 500. Cut off a little bit at 500, but I'm gonna make sure I turn the I'm gonna turn this up to about 6 o'clock. Right about there. Let's bring this down just a little bit right there.
Playing, but niggas dream killing. And I've been living on the edge like a fiend feeling.
And that's cool for me. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna compress the verse to the beat. You know, I like to do compression with the beat, so let's turn the track on and compress with the beat. And then the compressor we're gonna use, let's use something by Waves. So let's go to Waves, and then we can actually use the, let's use the CLA 76. I like to use the Bluey, so just turn on the Bluey, make sure that the analog is off. And with this, I like to take the release. I like to take the attack. I like to leave the attack around 3. I like to take the release all the way around about 6, around here. And then let's dial in our compressor.
Playing, but niggas dream killing. And I've been living on the edge like a fiend feeling. And my addiction to this music got me thinking endless. And fuck what people think about me, create my own ending. Blood pressure getting high because the stress winning. And every day a nigga pumping from this heart feeling. Just hope my shit not giving in because my mind illin'. And I've been thinking hella wrong with all this time given. Lord be my witness, I done seen hella shit. Been doing music so long, I've been ahead of shit. And I done a lot of wrong and seen the pressure hit. But I can't hold on to this pain, I gotta let it live. Been having crazy ass dreams of the ones I'm with. And put my pen to this paper, ball it up and rip. And put my thoughts into this music, trying to keep it lit. And stay away from all the bullshit that keep me stressed. Cause last night I had a dream.
All right, cool, and that's cool for me right there. Like I said, I don't want to compress it too hard because I may add a second compressor just to squash things a little more. Like I said, you want to, you want to kind of bring all these little high peaks right here. You're going to bring everything to an even level when you're compressing. So you don't want to have too much compression going on in your songs. Like if you can hear the compression, that means you just got too much going on. That's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? So let's close that out. And then the next thing we're going to add is a EQ. And then let's go to waves. You know, always running my baby, which is the API 550B.
Playing, but niggas dream killing. And I've been living on the edge like a fiend feeling. And my addiction to this music got me thinking endless. And fuck what people think about me, create my own ending. Blood pressure getting high because the stress winning. And every day a nigga pumping from this heart feeling. Just hope my shit not giving in because my mind illin'. And I've been thinking hella wrong with all this time given. Lord be my witness, I done seen hella shit.
And then once we start balancing everything, we'll start mixing in mono to balance the vocals with the 2 tracks, so we can actually even things out, get things sounding real nice and tight. So let's just let's close this out. Like I said, I just want to use that one real quick. And now I want to add a de-esser to it. So just go to Waves again. Now you want to just add a de-esser to it. Just go to the de-esser plugin that you have from Waves. Let's bring this over. And then we just want to load up the male de-esser.
Playing, but niggas dream.
And like I said with the de-essers, you don't want to go past, you don't want to hit -12. You kind of want to be around in this area right here as far as -6 dB or a little bit under, and I I tend to leave the frequency where it's at. But if you want to check for the frequency, you can kind of click, I think you can click right here and you can listen to the chain itself. And you can search for the frequency on your own if you want to and take out some of them syllables like the S's and T's and stuff like that. So let's bring the threshold down.
Playing, but niggas dream killing. And I've been living on the edge like a fiend feeling. And my addiction to this music got me thinking endless. And fuck what people think about me, create my own ending. Blood pressure getting high because the stress winning. And every day a nigga pumping from this heart feeling. Just hope my shit not giving in because my mind illin'. And I've been thinking hella wrong with all this time given. Lord be my witness, I done seen hella shit. Been doing music so long, I've been ahead of shit. And I done a lot of wrong and seen the pressure hit.
And that's cool for me right there. You know what I'm saying? That works for me right there. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a reverb to this. So like I said, I got a tutorial on how to bust and send sends and stuff like that. So let's actually bust this to the reverb. I have a reverb up right now, which is the Valhalla reverb. And then all you want to do is hold Option, left click with the mouse, take that there. And then let's bring the reverb in.
Playing, but niggas dream killing. And I've been living on the edge like a fiend feeling. And my addiction to this music got me thinking endless. And fuck what people think about me, create my own ending. Blood pressure getting high because the stress winning. And every day a nigga pumping from this heart feeling. Just hope my shit not giving in because my mind illin'. And I've been.
And remember, don't add too much reverb to your song because you got to think you got reverb on the snare, you got reverb on the hi-hat, you got reverb everywhere. So don't add too much reverb. So right here with the Valhalla, I'm using the plate reverb, which I like to use on rap. And then what I did was to get this reverb right, I used the milliseconds from a website. I'm going to do a tutorial on how to use a reverb properly and how to, get it to sound real good. But this is what I think this is what it came up with when I did it. But I'm going to bring the pre-delay down a little bit because I doubt if it was that high. And now let me play it back. Let's take the low cut up to about 500. And then also with the reverb, I already got another, I'm rolling off another 500 with a EQ through the actual stock plug-in. So let's play it back.
Playing, but niggas dream killing. And I've been living on the edge like a fiend feeling. And my addiction to this music got me thinking endless. And fuck what people think about me, create my own ending. Blood pressure getting high because the stress winning. And every day a nigga pumping from this heart feeling. Just hope my shit not giving in because my mind illin'. And I've been thinking hella wrong with all this time given. Lord be my witness, I done seen hella shit. Been doing music so long, I've been ahead of shit. And I done a lot of wrong and seen the pressure hit.
All right, cool. Now, the next thing I like to do is I like to add a saturator to it to kind of bring the vocals out a lot more. And this is what kind of help stand the vocals over the mix a little bit so that you can get ready to start blending everything. So the saturator I like to use is actually by Sound Toys, which is the Decapitator. Click on that. All right, so cool. And I like to use this one. And then all I do is I'm gonna bring the drive up a little bit. Let's see.
Playing, but niggas dream killing. And I've been living on the edge like a fiend feeling. And my addiction to this music got me thinking endless. And fuck what people think about me, create my own ending. Blood pressure getting high because the stress winning.
And as you can see, that add a little clarity to the actual vocal itself. It kind of brings out, you know, a little bit of saturation in it. So that's pretty much it with this plug-in. Now, what I like to do is I like to mix in mono and kind of balance things out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this one. I'm going to copy channel strip settings and just paste it to my ad-lib. And then what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to actually, let's bring the ad-lib in.
Playing, but niggas dream killing. And I've been living on the edge like a fiend feeling. And my addiction to this music got me thinking endless. And fuck what people think about me.
Now with the ad-lib, I'm just going to add kind of a telephone effect to it just a little bit. So I'll just bring this up a little bit just to kind of bring the high up a little bit on it.
Playing, but niggas dream killing. And I've been living on the edge like a fiend feeling. And my addiction to...
Now the dope thing about an ad-lib, you can always bust the ad-lib also and just add like a distortion to it. But I'm not going to use that on this one. I'm going to kind of leave it the way it is. But let's add some actual delay to the verses now. So let's send another bus to the delay, which I already have set up, which is bus 3. So we're going to click on that. And then, like I said, you want to hold option, left click with the mouse. Left click with the mouse. Now that we got that going. So let's play it back. Let's bring the delay down a little bit.
Playing, but niggas dream killing. And I've been living on the edge like a fiend feeling. And my addiction to this music got me thinking endless.
All right, so I'm going to show you the settings on this. So, okay, basically, you know what I mean, the song is 90, which is on milliseconds right now because I was looking to see how to get my reverb seconds, which you can use the actual H delay to set the reverb, and I'm going to show y'all that. Not on this one, but maybe the next one. But then let's go to BPM, which is 90. I got it on a quarter note, and I got it on this one right here. And then I turned the high pass up, but you guys can turn that down. You know, if you want to take the little telephone effect off of it, you can actually turn that down, play it back.
Playing, but niggas dream killing. And I've been living on the edge like a fiend feeling. And my addiction to this music got me thinking endless. And fuck what people think about me, create my own ending. Blood pressure getting high because the stress winning. And every day a nigga pumping from this heart feeling.
You know, if you want to add distortion to your delays, you can. If you want to add, say for instance, you want to add a telephone effect, you can by using the EQ. But I got that in other tutorials. Like I said, I don't want to make this one too long. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start mixing in mono because I got the vocals the way I want it right now. Let's actually add the bus delay to this one also. Let's hold option, left click with the mouse. So we're going to go to ozone, and then what we're going to do in ozone, we're just going to turn. Let me move this over because my last tutorial I messed up. I kind of blocked this. This is the actual stereo and mono plugin right here. So you can click this and take it to just a complete 0 right here and turn it to mono. This will be mono. So this is where we're going to mix in real quick to kind of balance out the mix. This will help you balance your mix so you can get it ready for mastering. It makes it sound so good once you're done. So let's mix in mono real quick and balance out the levels real quick.
Playing, but niggas dream killing. And I've been living on the edge like a fiend feeling. And my addiction to this music got me thinking endless. And fuck what people think about me, create my own ending. Blood pressure getting high because the stress winning. And every day a nigga pumping from this heart feeling. Just hope my shit not giving in because my mind illin'. And I've been thinking hella wrong with all this time given. Man, Lord be my witness, I done seen hella shit. Been doing music so long, I've been ahead of shit. And I done a lot of wrong and seen the pressure hit. But I can't hold on to this pain, I gotta let it live. Been having crazy ass dreams of the ones I'm with. And put my pen to this paper, ball it up and rip. And put my thoughts into this music, trying to keep me lit. And stay away from all the bullshit that keep me stressed. Cause last night I had a dream. Playing, but niggas dream killing. And I've been living on the edge like a fiend feeling. And my addiction to this music got me thinking endless. And fuck what people think about me, create my own ending. Blood pressure getting high because the stress winning. And every day a nigga pumping from this heart feeling. Just hope my shit not giving in because my mind illin'. And I've been thinking hella wrong with all this time given. Man, Lord be my witness, I done seen hella shit. Been doing music so long, I've been ahead of shit. And I done a lot of wrong and seen the pressure hit. But I can't hold on to this pain, I gotta let it live.
All right, cool. And like I said, mixing in mono can balance out the levels. But what I usually do is after I finish doing the tutorials, I kind of turn mono on, copy and paste these to my hook, add my man, I forgot that quick. I add my auto-tune to it on the hook because that's what I'm going to be using on the hook. And then, yeah, man, pretty much, man, this is like You know what I'm saying? This is a preset that I can actually use. You know, like I said, mixing mono, man, it really helps with your mix. It really helps balance your mix to where, you know, your vocals won't be too loud, but it'll sit nice and tight inside, you know, on the 2-track. Man, that's pretty much how you get your vocals to sit right on a 2-track beat. But you want them vocals to sit nice and tight in the mix, have them nice and perfect. Also, to the left of me, there's a subscribe button down there. You can just click on that. That'll let you guys know when I'm dropping all the latest content and all the new stuff coming up. And trust me, you want to follow me, man, because I'll be giving away all kind of free stuff, man. You know what I mean? As far as vocal chains, master plugins, stuff like that to just help you get going to where you ain't got to really be paying for mixes all the time when you're trying to save some money to try to buy a house. I don't know what you're trying to do. I appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. It's your boy Mixed by Malachi. Boys, yeah.